Let us start with our the first presentation of the day. Rohit, I request Rohit to start his presentation.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Okay, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible. Yeah. Let me also give you a reminder by the time you you make your settings. Again, the screen is not now shared. I think you'll have to reshare again. Yeah? Let
Okay.
me give that in Google Classroom through the rubric, we are assessing your presentations also. So keep on checking in Google Classroom. If you have any doubt, then you can share a screenshot and let me know if clarifications are required regarding rubric-based evaluation of your oral presentations. Yes, Rohit.
Okay. Uh, good morning, everybody. My today's presentation topic is violence in Poe's short stories. As we know that Edgar Allan Poe was a 19th century American short story writer and poet. He has contributed a lot in the genre of crime, horror, and macabre kind of a genre, and he has given many interesting short stories regarding this genre. My key objectives of this presentation is media relevance of the crime horror genre and effects of crime on youth and questioning the key factors. Keeping two short stories of Edgar Allan Poe in mind, that the Telltale Heart and the Cask of Amontillado. Two quotations we will focus on from this text, and we will see how these three objectives are to be fulfilled in this presentation. As we know that there are many popular television and films which are covering this sort of crime scene and horror horror genre, that we have seen this in television series. This Gianni Versace is a very popular crime television series in which a serial killer kills this Gianni Versace. He is a fashion designer. He was a fashion designer and a very big name in the fashion industry, as we know that many brands are of this company. That Versace is very popular. So he was also killed by a serial killer in America, and based on this real life story, a television series is also made. It is named that American Crime Story. And if we talk about films, then there are many family crimes and the family crime business also that happens in America. And American cinema and media also tries to cover this genre. There are two examples like Scarface and The Godfather. Two films are there which focuses on this genre. And if we want to know something more about why people turn towards crime and this sort of activities, we can say that video games and alcoholic and toxic and intoxicating elements are also support in encouragement of such sort of violence. And if we want to talk about effects of crime on youth, there was in 2019 there was a New Zealand crime scene that this person uh, he started Facebook live video and started killing people by entering in mosque, and he killed lot many people. So he is also so he was also he was also affected by a lot many these crime scenes and crime horror shows also. And if we talk about this Indian web series, this Patal Lok series is also very popular, and we can see the screenshot over here, that how ferociously one this Hathoda Singh is trying to kill three of his classmates. And if we talk about video games, this God of War 3 is also very much exciting and curious, that supports if we don't remain balanced minded, then we get we can get driven by this sort of dialogues and violence that is shown in the video game. So these are the two quotes from this short stories, which I found a little bit questionable. And these quotes are: "You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation I went to work. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him." So this is the quote from Telltale Heart. Uh, then the narrator tries to bring then the narrator tries to bring out this flashback stories, then how he killed the old man. And the second one is from the Cask of Amontillado, in which the narrator kills that person. Fortunato is the name of that character, and the quote is, "My heart grew sick. It was the dampness of the catacombs that made it so. I hastened to make an end of my labor. I forced the last stone into its position. I plastered it up against the new masonry. I re-erected the old rampart of bones. For the half of a century, no mortal has disturbed them. In peace, requiescant." So this is so these two statements are I have found a little bit problematic. That in if we see that if such sort of literature is produced in academics and literature uh, arena, then how literature can inspire, how literature can be responsible in inspiring some sort of activities that is previously talked about, that how youth is being affected by video games and intoxicated elements, and some sort of films and short stories, and even from literature also. So if we try to question that what promotes crime, if it is society, if whether it is film, or if it is literature or any other elements. So this is the question to the audience as well as the teacher, that please throw some more light on this very much unexplored genre of literature. And these are my works cited. And thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so you can stop present. Okay, so Rohit, now see, in our rubric, if you will see, in our rubric, we have a couple of these parameters here. This is for everybody, like everybody can have a look at this. I hope you are seeing the screen. This is a rubric which you open the lock, you can read the details also. Okay, because yesterday even Tamsa was asking me something, but if you open the link, then you can see the details. In mobile phone, it will not be visible clearly, but one by one you can see in mobile phone the detail that is written. So it is descriptive rubric. It is not only quantitative, but it is qualitative rubric or descriptive rubric. Now, if you see, like you have given citations, citations you have given here. Okay? Okay, the citations you have given, and that is fine. Okay, but now if you want to score the marks in this here, citation plus originality, then you have to support. For example, see here, excellent 4 point. Sources are exceptionally well integrated, and they support claims argued in the paper very effectively. Now, if you are making a claim that because of video game or films or all this thing, it supports crime. So where is your source which is supporting your claim? Which source? Now, in your source, it is not there. Now, in this source, you have cited two original, one poster, and one also God of War, original work only. But this claim that you are making, where is that claim? Where have you read that people say that because of video game or media or literature, crime flourishes? Or there is a psychological impact of all these things on people's mind. Where is that? Yeah, that is what we call it your source. And once you do that, you get full marks in this. and that is what you have to do. So when you make your arguments, you have to find the source that from where are you going to find a support for your argument. Then you can debate and do discourse. You can agree, disagree, everything may happen, but that is very important. This is what yesterday also I have seen, that you are giving the things in both these things, but at the same time, are you making use of that for making an argument in your presentation? That is what you have to find. So only citing is not important, but picking up ideas from that and then making use of those things in your presentation as part of your arguments. That is what you have to do. And so you quote, okay, so and so person in so and so article says this, and you say it is disagreeable, it is agreeable, whatever it is, that you can say here in that context here. Okay? Now, when you say, or you question that this happens, so now if you are studying Edgar Allan Poe, is Edgar Allan Poe in his stories making this point that these people were playing video games or they have watched a film and so they have become a criminal? Yeah, is not making that reference. So it means that it is not video game or films or other thing. It is something much deeper. That even if people who do not watch this, these are excuses that we give, because we want to find, we don't want to peep inside our mind, which is very filthy, very dirty. That is what Poe is taking us into, those dirt, those darknesses of human mind, the recesses of the human mind. And because we want to stay away from that, we make scapegoats. So our scapegoats are video games, mobile phones, technology, films, that are our scapegoat. Poe is not telling that. No? So that becomes very interesting, that why Edgar Allan Poe is not telling that what was responsible for all those things. Why he made that very ambiguous. That, well, people say that, well, I wanted to, so I killed. So that I didn't like eyes. There's no reason why you don't like eyes, or why you put a person behind the wall. And now that point, if you understand, then you are going much deep. Otherwise, there is that shallowness of what normally layman thinks of all this crime and things. What layman, outside people who are not doing masters, they think in that way, that, well, the crimes are because of this and that. But you are supposed to be somewhere finding an answer to all those things also. You are supposed to be somewhere, and your literature is already helping you in that. That is what you have to see. So literature already had given many of these answers, because there are lots of stories about crimes and other things. Lots of literature that you have studied where lots of murders happen. And then some kinds of reasons are always given for the murders. And our question is always there, that in all those cases, there was no video games, there was no mobile phone, there was no technology, nothing was there. There were ambitions. There were very curious kinds of psychological reasons that lies at the end, at beneath this.